Hello, friends and neighbors. Swaggy Man Piper 1926 here. Happy Monday morning, I hope. Smoking my Phil Rivera with some, let's see, what was this? Mississippi River Special Reserve from 22. Pretty good stuff. I think I dried it out just a hair too much. But, oh well. Um, so, um, today, I'm sorry, this past weekend, has been a very busy weekend. I have to get up on Saturday when normally, you get to sleep a little bit. But we wife helped with a race for the school where she teaches. They put on a little race to kind of help bring in some money. 5K actually. The oh, excuse me. Had a ball game, and Kayla spent some time with her niece, and me and Russell stayed home, and we had us a little fire, and I was gonna roast some marshmallows, but we just didn't enjoy just sitting there. So we'll get to it next time. Talk too much. Um. So, but Friday evening, little bird just flew by. Friday evening, um, they had the school had their it's kind of a art and talent show, which the classes make art, the best stuff, and then they show it for everybody to see. Excuse me, good. Oh, I haven't even had any coffee yet, folks, so I'm still not fully awake apparently. But they had their little talent show and a little art stuff. There's some really talented. What do you all remember? The it was a Disney movie called The Aristocats, and the in that movie there was a little mouse that was in that house, and one of the kids drew that mouse like really good, really good. And that's one that stand out with me. But there was one that did um, like a full comic front of it was like the Hulk. It was really good, really good. For I mean, these are kids, you know. A few. I mean, I think most of them who did those kinds of drawings were, uh, young teenagers. But still, that's for young teenagers, that's pretty good. I think so. But I was never really able to draw much of anything. Um, but sat in with that, and that was good. But what happened? So today, but it was supposed to rain today, but it's currently not. Today was supposed to be an outing with the third and fourth grade. And um, third and fourth grade, plus a few parents, and I think the principal. Which, this being a Christian school, the principal's not called principal. They call him Pastor Mike because he's the pastor of the church. But they were supposed to go and over to our national forest area. They've got a lake and some hiking trails. And was going to have a little hot dog picnic kind of thing. But it didn't happen today. But prior to that, on Friday, one of the third grade students, not my wife's students, but one of the third graders, it's actually my pastor's daughter, her and one of her other friends ran up to me as soon as I'd come in for their little art and talent show. And, Will, eyes big as saucers, Will, are you going to go with us Monday? I said, go where, honey? What are you talking about? And she says, go fishing. We need you for fishing. Nobody else knows how to fish. I said, kiddo, Miss Kayla knows how to fish. I said, Miss Sayers knows how to fish. No, they don't, Will. They don't. We need you there. And I said, well, honey, I got to work. And I said, I just can't take the day off. And like most young ladies who have older sisters, put her hands on her, or her fist on her hip, and I don't know how to explain it. Kind of like tilted to one side, and just look at you with the head bent this way. And she said, Will. I told her, I make no promises. I'll see what I can do. But I told my wife, and I told the third grade teacher, and both of them looked like, well, we know how to fish. I said, I know you do. And the third grade teacher, I think she's got 4 or 5 children, but the majority of them are all boys. And she's got one little baby girl that is the baby, if I'm not mistaken. And she knows how to fish. She can bait a hook. She could probably fish better than I can with all those boys. And I told that little girl that, and I said, your teacher was awful upset. Well, why? You hurt her feelings since she can't fish. Well, no, I didn't. I said, now, I said, you're going to have to make up a awful lot come Monday morning. And she just went away kicking. I said, you don't need me there. I ain't going to be there. I said, you are in capable hands. So, that was my weekend. Hopefully y'all had something, maybe something akin to that. Maybe not. Hopefully y'all had something enjoyable on your weekend. So, well, folks. Oh, yeah. Gentleman scholar. He he shouted me out on his channel. Said he likes the way I talk, or he likes the stories that I tell. The kind of down home stories. So thank you if you get to see this, or whenever you get to see this, because he normally does keep up with my. He may not be the first to watch, or the first day, but he does watch. Folks, if you ever had a question of whether there's any comedy or humor in nature or anything to that effect, one of these days I've got to get a video of my chickens to you. So currently, I've told you all, I have 4 laying hens, full-grown laying hens, and then 1 little rooster that I raised up, and then that's all that's in the coop currently. I've still got to take and gradually work Red in, because if the pecking order is real, so chickens can get pecked bloody given an opportunity. So, but so Red's not fully integrated into the coop yet, but you want to have a laugh sometime. If you can ever pick out a young rooster and an old hen. My little rooster, Frankie, has he keeps doing that strut. It's kind of hey, look at me kind of strut. And what it is, they'll drop their wing and kind of shake or vibrate real lightly and do kind of an odd strut, the best I can tell you. Anyone who's ever turkey hunted has probably seen something to that effect with the turkeys. It's about the same thing with the chickens. And the two hens that are about his age, they really don't pay him no mind. Or, he'll jump on and do the deed and get back off. Because they're about like rabbits. That's how fast it is. But the older hens now, They ain't got time for it. And he tried to pull some of that stuff, jumping on and everything, and she kicked his butt. Chased him all around the yard. She wasn't having it. And I got to thinking, I was like, man, people who live in the country or around chickens or stuff like that. Well, I mean, they've probably seen it once or twice, but they're like, well, how can I convey this scene to folks who are not out in the country or in suburbia? Because I'd say a lot of them don't have chickens or anything akin to that. So I got to thinking, I was like, man, watch you watch the school if you're out somewhere and you catch a bunch of younger boys trying to talk to some more older girls, that's about the same thing. I remember as a young boy trying to talk to an older girl one time, and my cousin or buddy of mine was a little more brazen than I was and started picking at him. They left him with a bloody nose. So, not as funny as watching the older girls chase the rooster, but you get the idea. You folks take care of yourselves. And remember, kindness costs us nothing.